Good evening, gentlemen. It is your boy Sirius. Welcome to tonight's live stream. And the topic today is careful, your Misandry is showing. And we have multiple evidence, multiple articles, whatever you want to call it, to prove this type of situation. Because once again, they're always about misogyny this, misogyny that, misogyny is everywhere. But, there's nothing but crickets when it comes to the outright hatred of men. This is going to be a very hilarious stream. And best believe I'm going to be cropping out so many goddamn segments because there will be 3 to 4 segments today. I want this information to go out there. Because once again, somehow, some way in 2023, there's still a shit ton of men that believe that women are sugar and spice and everything nice, which is clearly not the case. That's the work of a gynocentric system brainwashing men since birth into believing that all women are queens. So we will definitely get into that in a bit. But before we begin, let's go ahead and see who's in the chat. Fish got nukes. What's going on, Sergeant? Oh, that's not Sergeant Grinch. Lego, what's good? What's going on, man? Sergeant Grinch. There you go. Okay, what's going on, man? Regular, Dicula. I haven't seen you before. You seem new to me, but what's going on, man? Welcome to my stream. It's gonna be a good one if you decide to stay around. Dax, the dog, the one and only, was good. White Void, what's going on? I haven't seen you before, but if you're new, welcome to my channel. Just a random guy, what's going on? Good evening. Yes, it is a great evening because after the stream, I'm going to be cooking some good shit. I already had chicken marinating all day today. All I gotta do is throw it on the grill, and I'm going to have to create some type of side. But regardless, it's going to be a good dinner today. Sai, what's going on, man? Fat Pat was good. I saw your message earlier in the stream, man. Hopefully you're doing okay. Hopefully you're doing okay, because you already know that there's not too many help going towards men. If you're going through some type of issue, man, this is a place where you're able to vent your frustrations. Because I know you can't really vent in real life. Because men are supposed to be strong 24/7. Men don't have feelings. That's not my words. That's society. I'm sure all of us we know this at this point. Stan, what's good? What's going on? Sons of Patriarchy, what's going on? I think that's about. Oh, side character was good. I think that's about it. Spider and Dr. Magnum. Everybody's here, ready to go, ready to get this show on the road. So I'm going to invite the one, the only, Grey Ghost. What's going on, Grey Ghost?
Hey, good evening. Oh, it's Friday, so I'm thankful for that.
This week went by fast. Like, not gonna lie. Like, I didn't realize it was Friday until this morning. I was like, oh shit, it's Friday. It's gonna be a great day today. See, people who are hardworking, they unfortunately sometimes they're not that good with time because they're working all the time. But it's the weekend. Oh, wait, hold up. Got your boy Hammerhand in the house. Let's go.
Hell yeah.
Let's go. I'm telling you, Hammerhand, this is something that you don't want to miss. This is going to be a great stream. But thank you for stopping by regardless, man. That means I'm doing something right. Oh, shit. But hey, how's your day so far, Gray?
It's just been a wild and long day.
Is it a shit ton of like errands you had to do, like
Nah,
running around?
just work's been real busy. Big commute, difficult job.
Hey, I definitely understand, man. I definitely understand. I don't know if you had to, stay for like 8 or 10 hours at your job.
Oh, it's 11-hour days, easy.
Oh, 11 hours. Yep. See, right there. Boom.
Yeah.
But me and Gray, we have time for you, chat, because we care about you. We actually do. Not gonna lie. So I could easily be being a fat fuck, right? Sitting on my couch and catching up on some shows, but nah. I gotta talk to my boys. I gotta talk to my fellow men and spread the message on how men are being mistreated in society. So you guys give me the motivation. The fact that you just here alone, that's why I'm here. But Great Ghost, before we begin, what is your overall thoughts on the topic today?
Well, let me put it this way. I'm not entirely sure that they hate us because that would imply they gave a shit about us to begin with.
Okay, would you say that they are upset that we're not conforming to the roles that they expect us to be in?
When they bother to think about us at all, yes. Like they're upset that we're not living up to expectations, but so uh, it just goes a step further. I'm trying to think like what's a good parallel.
Uh, you watch Rick and Morty, and when Rick was talking to that robot, saying what's his purpose is, like your
Uh,
purpose is to give me butter.
yeah, no, that might be close enough. It's like yeah, but yeah, it would be kind of like though if that robot then became like an antagonist of any sort and then started doing shit that Rick didn't want. Because yeah, like they just expect us to do shit and they don't expect us to have any autonomy or agency. Heck, they don't, like as we've seen in Hammerhand, one of Hammerhand's latest videos, they don't even have any clue like who we really are because they don't even see us unless they're interested in us.
So it's similar, not the same, but is it similar? Yes, I'm still talking about the Rick and Morty show, to where the dog becomes intelligent enough to, you know, fight back against the tyranny in his eyes. Like, do you remember that episode
Yeah.
where? Okay,
Uh, yeah, kind of like that. Yeah.
yeah,
If you substitute like Jerry for the women, then yeah.
yeah, and once again, chat, it's not the exact same thing. It's just similar parallels, in my opinion, because once again, there we are completely shut down and hated for speaking the truth. It's not even spreading any type of conspiracy whatsoever. No, we're just saying things on how it is, and society is not happy about it at the moment. They're not happy. What
Well,
I mean by society, I mean women and the government.
well, let's be honest. Women these days, they're not happy. Period.
That is true.
Like,
I agree.
all you got to do is look at women nowadays. Be like, are they happy? It's like, no, they're delusional and confused, but it's like you look at women these days, and there's a lot of parallels between them and drug addicts. Like as soon as they're not having their drugs, they're irate, angry motherfuckers, and they're only pacified by giving them their drugs.
That hey, that's a good comparison. I can't dispute that. This one okay. So the only reason why I did this, hey, careful your misandry showing stream, is because the things I seen throughout the day. I've seen this shit throughout the day. It's not all at once. It's the things that I was seeing on social media as a whole, and this needs to be addressed immediately. One of them is from Hammerhand. Shout out to Hammerhand for pointing this out, because I definitely would not known about this if it wasn't for Hammerhand. Let me bring it up right now. Oh, where'd the gray go? Oh my god. Okay. So let's read this quote. This is one half of the quote. This is from Hammerhand. Shout out to Hammerhand. It says, society would be better off as a whole if more women were willing to engage in justified violence against men. To that end, women's justified violence against men should be encouraged, protected, and publicized. That was said by Mary Ann Franks. What is your opinion on that before I go on my rant?
You know what? I agree.
Oh shit, why do you agree, Gray?
Because guess what? I want all of our social media outlets, all of our newspapers, all of our television to show women being actively violent against men.
Why is that?
Well, they hide it now.
Yeah.
They cover it up now. Anytime a woman commits assault against a man, they cover that shit up, hide it away. It's, somewhat shameful. They obscure the genders. They twist up. No, I want them to be proud of it. I want them to be loud and proud about them being violent, spiteful bitches. Every single one of them.
You want them to show their true colors.
Yeah.
I can't really disagree with you on that one, because even if they did show the true colors, unfortunately, there's still a group of men that don't give a fuck about what's between your legs.
Like, I want every wife that is currently fucking some other dude or multiple dudes behind their husband's back to be loud and proud that they're doing that.
But we know damn well majority of them will not be.
But I want them to be. And they should be. Shout this from the fucking heavens, so far as I'm concerned. Be violent, be aggressive, be spiteful. Let your hatred and hidden things flow. Don't be afraid of any consequences, ladies. Be absolutely vindictive over the most petty of shit and let every man out there know exactly how you feel.
And that's the biggest thing. What's justified violence according to women?
They feel it's justified.
Exactly. This is not going to end well if Mary wants this to come to pass. This will not end well whatsoever.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. If this actually does happen, more women start doing shit with men are gonna get tired of that shit. Like, you see how fast men stop giving a shit about women in the gym as soon as just one or two like TikToks go viral enough to get men to go, hey, you know what? Fuck this. I ain't getting near that.
Oh yeah.
Imagine if tomorrow every single news headline for a week straight ran nothing but graphic depictions of dog attacks. Do you think that men would be comfortable near an unleashed dog?
No,
they wouldn't.
No, not at all.
So you have so you do the exact same thing, but with a whole bunch of violent women. Do you think men are going to get anywhere within arm's reach of a woman?
Hell no. Oh no. Not even close. Knowing that there's literally nothing that a man can do to defend himself without getting in trouble. Yeah. Men will be avoiding women.
that you will see a woman enter a store and men like either get away from her or just outright leave.
See, actually, before I give my full take on it, let's go for the second one. Bam. It says oh, okay, let me move over here. There we go. Okay. I want you guys to actually, I fucked up, but it's all good. It says an decrease in women's violence and aggression must be tolerated. Even if such violence violates traditional proportionality principles in individual instances. However, regrettable it may be that in individual cases, some women will overreact and perhaps even consciously exploit increased tolerance of their use of violence, creating fear and uncertainty about the possibility of women's retaliatory forces serves the overall goal of redistributing violence. What in the actual misandry fuck?
Yeah, like implying that women receive more violence than they dish out, which pretty sure if you look at statistics, men are the overall receivers of violence. But we can't expect, any female that pretends to be intelligent to admit to such a thing.
Gentlemen, this is feminism is all about control and superiority. This is nothing about. Does this scream equality to you? You already know, chat. This is nothing close to equality that they preach about. This is all about having men live in fear.
Yeah. Well, it's the same thing as
what's up?
Same thing as like when Whoopi Goldberg, I think, like said that more white people need to get shot by cops.
Like why? Why? Like what's the end goal of that?
Well, the idea there is that shit will actually get done about police brutality if more white people get shot. Forgetting to mention, of course, that, well, they do. It's just that the news doesn't run it. But that's why I say, you know what? But that's the thing. I'm willing to just look at stuff like this and go, you know what? Yes, absolutely. I agree. Let's find all these existing bits of women violence and let's not censor them. Let's not bury them. Let's put them out loud and fucking proud for everyone to see. Because we don't actually need to increase the amount of women that are violent with men. We just need to increase the amount of published stories about women being violent against men.
You're not wrong on that one whatsoever. But at the end of the day, chat, these people, right? I'm talking about women, truly wants to have hella control over men overall. That's the fifth wave feminism, in my opinion. They made TV shows they made TV shows based on that ideology.
Yeah. But no, like straight up, like think about this for a second. What if this actually went through and made it into law where it's like, hey, women cannot be charged for committing violence against a man? If that was written into law and made publicly known, that a woman could beat the shit out of you, stab you, shoot you, and she would face no repercussions for those actions.
It will be hockey mask time 24/7.
Precisely. Men would stop giving a fuck about the cops.
Like, I'm going to jail anyway, or I'm going to die anyway.
Yeah, no, it's like the thing is like now a woman in your presence is the same threat as every woman may as well just be labeled serial killer.
Exactly.
Like, if you even feel slightly threatened, like, does it matter if you're going to prison? So what? She was going to put you in a body bag. Was she really? I don't know, but she legally could.
Yep. What was it saying? I'd much rather be
Judged
judged
by
by
12 than carried
yeah,
by 6.
yeah. I'm sure most men here can agree. Fuck out of here. It's
Yeah.
gonna be you or me, and I'd much rather it be you.
So yeah, as far as I'm concerned, great. Like think about what this would do for again store ownership. Like you would basically make it so that women would be unemployable in the service sector.
Oh god. Yeah, yeah, I agree.
Like, and they basically wouldn't be allowed. You'd have to have stores like segregating times that women can come in because any woman would make all men feel uncomfortable and leave.
Which is actually happening today. Um not it's not obvious, of course, but there's a lot of men. It's unfortunate. It is, but a lot of men they're not comfortable being in the same room as a woman, like because of the repercussions that could happen. Even if that man even glanced at that woman, something could happen to him.
Yeah. But as
Yeah.
things are now, there's always this air of plausible deniability. But if we make it so that like all we have to do is put it into law and then wait for all the dumb men to start suffering severe consequences to serve as an example for the men that don't want to believe it.
See, when it comes to that, right? I always say that women, for some fucking reason, this strange phenomenon, they love to expose their atrocities on social media. It's a weird phenomenon. I can't really describe it per se. Besides they want to have the approval of their sisterhood.
Hey, if we made stab a dick a TikTok challenge, guarantee you we'd get the message out there super fast.
Exactly. Like you've seen what's like once again, it's been happening for years now, but now it's becoming the spotlight of the gym situation. Of
Oh yeah,
people.
like
What's up?
someone's gonna die in the gym soon because of this shit.
I wouldn't be surprised because, like, once again, like that one woman. First off, she has an OnlyFans, so any of her complaints is null and void, in my opinion. Second, the fact that she chose a random man to destroy his reputation because his face is showing, right? You can see his face, so I'm sure a good amount of people know who he is. And if they believe her fucking nonsense, bam, his reputation is fucked.
Well, here's the thing. Here would be my defense. Like, say I'm at some gym, and some thoughts complaining that I'm looking at her. I'd get out my wallet, pull out a 20, and be like, "What's your monthly OnlyFans sub? How much per month to look at you?"
I'm assuming not enough. The fact that she has to go that far to make herself viral.
No, but that's the thing. But imagine like on camera, like she starts harassing a guy, and immediately he pulls out and is like, "Look, you know what? I know you're a whore. How much? How much to look at you?" Because because them doing this is like, "Oh no, I'm pure. I'm chaste. I'm being harassed." It's like, no, I know you're a whore. I know that you'd show me your nudes for absolutely nothing. And you're not upset because I'm looking at you. You're upset because I'm not paying to look at you. So how about we just resolve this here and now?
What was the saying again? Like, she definitely doesn't want the people in her life to know what she's doing. And even if she doesn't have any type of, shame in her game, it's just so fucked up that she will pull a random person. She's not the only one, right? There's countless women out there in 2023 that is willing to throw men on the bus for some social media
Yeah.
clout.
And like honestly, these days I just assume that any remotely decent looking woman of age with a camera pointed on her has an OnlyFans.
It's,
At this point, the smartphone in a woman's hands may as well be a sign that she's a whore.
I don't even fucking. Oh, give me 1 second. There goes Chaz. Team Zinc. Yeah, they're playing this one game on the Nintendo Switch. I forgot what it was called, but at the end of the day, chat, I rarely see men pull out their cameras unless they're participating in a bodybuilding competition and or they're bodybuilding influencers themselves, which is not that many because the expectations on the men are way higher than the expectations on the women.
Well, here would be the thing that I would say you can tell. Like the only time I'd consider it legitimate is if it is done perpendicular to the body. Like it's either a perfect side shot or a perfect down shot, because then they're recording to check their form. If it is at a 45-degree angle of any kind, where it's not showing a clean view of the exercise in question, then it's being done for social media.
I agree. I agree with that one. But even then, the fact that when a man goes into a gym, co-ed gym, right, with men and women, he has to worry about being recorded by pretty much almost all women in that gym and being called out for working out. Like it's crazy that a man can't even look in a certain direction without being how you say called out for quote unquote, oh, this man is looking at my ass. I'm a victim. So why can't we have male only gyms and female only gyms? Oh, I know why. It's because there's already female only gyms or female only workout rooms, but it is empty. Why is it empty? Why is it empty, chat? Please tell me why is it empty? Why is when we give them what they want, when it comes to just nothing but females, that part of the gym is barren. There is no females in that female only gym. Why is that, chat? Why? Why do you have to say what do you have to say about that, Gray?
They're there for male attention. The majority of women go to the gym for the men at the gym. Just like nowadays, they're going to hardware stores. Like women are outright looking for men.
So you agree that gyms are, well, okay, it's pretty much been established, but gyms are the new nightclubs for women for the last 5 years. Let's say 5 years.
Yep. That's why I'm a big advocate for a home gym. Like, let's be honest, this day and age, like any guy who's still going to the gym is like, dude, why not get a home gym? Like the only reason I can think of that's even remotely legit is that you don't have the space for it. But that'd be about it.
Yeah, agree. Like back in the 1970s, you would rarely hear about women going to a gym, and even she does, she's just there to get her gains in. She ain't trying to get some type of fucking attention. Back in the 1970s.
Well, fucking gains. If you count like running on the treadmill for a couple hours, gains.
I will call it gains for women. I would call it gains. Like she's getting toned and all that stuff. Which, once again, I have all respect for women going to the gym and getting fit. I'm not saying that women aren't allowed to go to the gym and work out. It's the bullshit that's happening within the last 5 years of women that they're so fucking desperate for male attention that they're going to throw a random man's reputation under the bus for their social media clout, and nothing is done to combat that whatsoever. There is no repercussions for her ruining a man's reputation. There's no punishment.
Yep.
None.
Well, that's the thing. There's no societal punishment. The only punishment is social, as usual, because if a woman is publicly known to ruin the reputation of men, future men will avoid her, unless they're idiots, in which case they kind of deserve what's coming to them.
Well, okay. We do say that a shit ton of women they hit the wall by the time they hit their early 20s or not early 20s, late 20s and early 30s. There is a few selected women that are able to postpone the wall. Would you agree with that?
Yeah. Well,
But
they can hold it
these
off in terms of
what's up?
they can hold it off in terms of their basic looks.
Yes. So would you say that those type of women, which in my opinion, I've been seeing at the gym, they're the ones that are causing this entire nonsense to happen?
Well, honestly, don't know enough to give an accurate survey. It just seems to
Right.
be done for social media clout. Like, and women of all ages will do stuff for social media clout.
Agree, but I will say that the older women are doing it way more than the younger women, in my
Well,
opinion.
that's because the older women aren't getting laid as much.
Exactly. Or not even being looked at whatsoever. They're like, see, men have a innate ability to tell if a woman is if a woman hit the wall or not. A man is able to tell. And once again, we can't tell men what to do. You know, it's either he claps them he claps those old cheeks or he rejects her. It's all up to him. But in my opinion, the older middle-aged women, they're definitely doing that way more than the 20-year-olds, right? Because let's keep it real. There's a few select women that are able to postpone the wall. They're able to say, hey, you know, I've been putting on 5 pounds of makeup and I got a BBL and I've been doing all this crazy shit to still look young. But no matter what I do, men, for some reason, they're able to tell that I am not of age. But if the men are even able to tell that I am of age, they're only going to smash and pass. They will never put a ring on it.
Well,
Ever.
the older ones with value, the younger idiot ones will.
Yeah. I agree. I'm just saying that uh, these older women, they can't keep a man, and that's biology. It is no fault on the man, in my opinion. No fault. What did I say about that?
Well, no fault kind of seems like a weird way of putting it because the man is the one making the choice.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, he's not going to put a ring on a 35 to 40-year-old woman. He's not.
A man of value who respects himself.
Man of value, yes,
Yeah,
I agree.
there's plenty of men who don't have any respect for themselves that will wife up a 35-year-old.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Unfortunately, you're definitely correct. My bad for the pause this chat. I'm drinking some good shit. I'm lost in the sauce. I'm very surprised I'm able to make some coherent conversations. So, yeah. Hooray for me, right? Let's go ahead and take this off. And we will go to the next conversation when we will. Hold up. Bam. Bam. The one and only is back. And with the great goals, he's back. And once again, I haven't had a sip of alcohol in 14 days. This is definitely a new experience for me because my intolerance went down dramatically. Jesus Christ. But that's a good thing. That's a good thing.
Yeah, it means you can get
I'm not
slosh
mad
for
at
cheap.
that. What'd you say?
Means you can get slosh for cheap.
Yes. Yes. Alcohol will become much more cheap. Before we go to the next topic, chat, you gotta stay hydrated. All right. Don't stay hydrated with fucking alcohol or whatever you want to drink. Water. Drink water.
Anyone who's
I'm
played
serious.
Fallout New Vegas knows that. Like knows about fucking staying hydrated with water instead of soda or booze.
Yes, I know somebody. I'm not going to name him. I know somebody that is currently going through kidney failure because of his alcoholism. Drink fucking water. I'm serious.
Yeah.
Drink your tap water. I don't give a fuck what water you drink. Just fucking drink it.
Heck, I know a guy who like his alcoholism's so severe that if he goes without drinking, like, he outright starts shaking.
Well, you can die from trying to cut off alcohol, right?
Oh yeah, no, like, the shock to your system can off you, but I'm not talking an extended period of time. I'm talking like a day.
Well, his alcoholism is beyond comprehension at
Yeah,
that
no,
point.
like, this
He
is the
can't-
guy who like just take a bottle of straight vodka and start swinging it back like you or I would a bottle of soda.
I'm not saying, chat. I'm not saying that you can't drink alcohol. All I'm saying is make sure you drink enough water, at least.
Let's not forget, it is at the end of the day poisonous to you. Like,
yes, alcohol is
got,
is a toxin.
yeah, that's the thing. Like it's poisonous, much like medicine. Like you take a handful of sleeping pills, you're probably fucked. You take 1 or 2 sleeping pills, you get a good night's sleep. You down a bottle of sleeping pills, you're probably dead. It's all about moderation.
Exactly. Like once again, I'm the person that consistently drank alcohol for 10 years. I'm telling you with my experience, water is crucial. It is crucial. Because like what Gray just said right now, like alcohol is a toxin. That's all it is. You can't even debate with us otherwise. It is proven to be a toxin. Go ahead and drink if you want. I'm just saying, be very responsible with your health because one day something may happen that you can't get your health back. And I've seen it personally. All it takes is one day and your health is fucked for the rest of your life. I'm just saying, like, once again, I can't take it away. Drinking has been around for thousands of years. I'm not going to say you can't drink, but just be responsible about it.
I'm pretty sure that drinking started when we probably just started eating some fruit that had gone bad. That's probably how it started.
I bet that dude had a great trip too. Like he was like, "What the fuck?" But the ancient Greeks, they drank. Romans, they drank. For thousands of years, people drank. Even in Egypt, they drank. But we have way
Oftentimes
more
it'd be.
knowledge. Oh, what's up?
Well, that's the thing. Like even going back to like Renaissance era Italy, it was safer to drink wine than it was water. Like we take clean water for granted, but having water that's actually safe to drink, that's very much a miracle of the modern era.
Wine does have, I'm gonna keep it real. Wine does have healthy properties where people will benefit from drinking a glass of wine a day. But JD says, "Damn, you're a downer when you drink." No, I'm being a realist. I'm being a realist. Like, sorry that I can't feed into your great time. It is what it is. You know it. I know it. Gray knows it. Everybody in the chat knows it. If you get out of control with the drinking, you're not going to have a happy ending. You're not. Because I said before, I've seen what alcohol does to you. All I'm saying is to drink water. That's it. I don't know what. I don't know how that's a downer, but I guess. What about you,
More
Gray?
so, we're just lingering on the topic of alcoholism is going to ruin your life a little longer.
Oh,
We're here to
we'll go. We'll go to the next topic. I'm just saying I had to bring it out there that the drinking part. Just be careful about it. Drink in moderation, is because once again, and I'm sure that Chaz, I was able to get into that live stream with Undead Chronic a couple weeks ago. I'm the one that was saying the stupidest shit when I was under the influence when I went on Undead Chronic stream. So you doing stupid shit in public, that's already bad in itself. But we're more talking about the toxin that's fucking up your body. Go ahead and drink, but just drink water. That's it. That's it. That's all. Would you agree, Gray?
yeah.
Just flush that out. Flush it out of your system. That's all. Let's go ahead and nope, not that one. Not that one. Okay. This one. Then go ahead and share this bad boy. But before we begin, a person named PR. I'm not going to say your entire name. But thank you for your generous donation. Unfortunately, he didn't say anything. He just gave a donation. But regardless, I definitely appreciate it. Thank you very much. And if you want to support your boy, there's a link on top of the chat. Cash App /Sir Any donation is appreciated if you feel that my content is worthy of your investment. Thank you very much. Let's bring up this bad boy. It's very difficult when you have one screen. I have more than one monitor, but I'm too lazy to bring it up. Let's keep it real. Bro. Okay, there we go. No, not that. Okay. I was about to say, like, what the fuck is going on? Like, I'm definitely not doing too well when it comes to bringing up the screen. Pretty sure it's this one. Okay. Do you see it?
Yeah.
Okay. I shared this earlier today, and I'm sure a good amount of you guys saw it anyway. I don't know which country it is, but I'm assuming it's somewhere in the UK. But it says online misogyny set to be outlawed. Government will use new bill to crack down on abuse of women and girls on the internet. What do you have to say about that, Gray?
Yeah, I just point this to any woman that says that they're fighting for equality and be like, when the fuck was this something that men had?
Do you believe it's bullshit?
I think it'd be very interesting to try to enforce this because what's their parameter going to be? A woman feels upset on the internet.
That's the biggest thing, right? What how is something is going to be labeled as misogyny? How are they going to measure that?
But you know what? I'm okay with this so long as they make the platforms and the websites responsible. I want YouTube held accountable for every single woman that feels abused and harassed watching YouTube.
I went off earlier on my other channel, Yeetus News. If you guys haven't subscribed to that yet, go to Yeetus News. And
Imagine if every single time a woman got upset, Twitter had to pay them $1.
oh, they'll be a fucking millionaire
No,
or billionaire.
no, not the woman on Twitter. Think about, okay, yeah, they might be a billionaire, but how fast is Twitter going to crash?
Oh, Twitter will crash and burn.
How fast is Twitter going to immediately ban all women?
Well, honestly, I don't know. What do you have to say about that?
Because that's the thing. Like, think about it this way: making it outlawed or illegal, that's one thing. But who's going to be held responsible? Like, are you going to try to track down like men across the internet? What happens if a woman harasses a woman? Or wait, it's misogyny. That's the thing. It's misogyny. So only men.
Yeah, that's never talked about. Like, did we talk about that one Google employee that is going to sue his manager from Google because she was making sexual advances and he refused?
Yeah, let me look.
I know
through
that's
this.
an article.
Yeah, let me look through this reel here, and like, yeah, it's the UK.
I called it because ain't no way that laws will get that far in the United States without any type of protest. Because online misogyny, what the fuck is that?
Yes,
what is that?
Yes, it is going to. Oh yes, you know what? I'm all for this. And I quote:
Huh?
Under the new online safety bill currently being finalized, social media firms will be required by law to abide by their terms and conditions, which generally bar misogynistic abuse. Failure to enforce them will result in fines, and the services could be blocked by Ofcom, the online watchdog. You can make spam misogynistic. You can make spam accounts to spew misogyny, and so long as you make it faster than the platforms can keep up, you'll crash the fuck out of them, get them a ton of fines, maybe even have them be blocked. This is going to give trolls a field day.
This is in the UK?
Yeah.
Sorry for you guys that's live in the UK. Like, I already heard of what happened in France when it comes to paternity tests. I think they outlawed paternity tests. I'm chat, like, we're not just putting out, we're not putting this out for no fucking reason. We're not. Western countries, men are being fucked in the ass, no lube.
Yeah, no. Here's the funny thing. However, Baroness Morgan, who is also a former women's minister, said online violence against women and girls restricted their freedom of expression, adding, "What about the right to access and participation online without being abused and harassed?" Okay, how is that stopping their freedom of expression? If anything, you're saying that only women should be allowed to freely express themselves. And again, it still does not tackle women being abusive to women.
You're making too much sense, Gray. Why are you making too much logic?
Hey, because I want to destroy my political career before it gets off the ground. You can't have logic in politics.
I want to destroy my political career. That's pretty much what's going on at this point, if you tell the truth. What's your final thoughts on this little article?
Same as last one. Do it. Do it. Do it.
pretty much be careful of what you wish for.
But I
Be
think like
very
that,
careful.
like I'm feeling like Joker in the Dark Knight was like, hit me, come on, hit me, come on, do it.
I remember that scene. That was a nail biting scene. Cause I'm like, Batman ain't gonna do it. He ain't gonna do it. What's if you want to destroy your political career, simply say that Muslim women wear hijabs to stop female on female bullying. You're speaking too much sense, man. I completely agree. What'd you have to say about that, Gray?
That's a good one. I'll file that in my back pocket for later.
Oh shit. Because once again, right, in the Western country, right, the most advanced country in the world, you got your boy Al Bundy. I'm glad he's still kicking. Women understand women and they hate each other. Was that proven wrong? No. Because the shows that are the most successful when it comes to women is reality shows, drama shows, where they literally tear each other down. Please tell me if I'm wrong.
Like
Chet.
let's be honest. The shows that resonate the most with the average women, the antagonist, it's usually female on female antagonists.
Oh
Like
yeah,
the
they
one,
say the
like
nastiest shit to each other.
yeah, but it's like even the shows that are like, you know what, let's have a male antagonist for the female, they tend to not do very well.
No, unless you're talking about what was that show called again? Bachelor, where he's able to see 18 different women and all that stuff.
Well, yeah, but no, I'm talking more like written scripted shows, not reality TV.
Oh, okay, never mind. I'm just saying they try to do the same thing. What's the new show that came out this year? MILF Manor.
Oh yeah.
That was a complete fucking fail. Because let's keep it real. Even the youngins, they have standards, and it showed. It showed. I had somebody show me a clip of that show, and the woman that looks like a grandma got rejected by everybody. The wall defeats them all, chat. The wall is the thing that humbles women in general. It is how you say? It is an equalizer.
Oh god. You know what? I just realized Freaky Friday should be a fucking horror, because think about it. You have a young woman in the prime of her life who wakes up the next day in her mother's body.
Is this an anime or
No, it's a movie.
which movie? What was it called?
Freaky Friday. It's like mother and daughter don't understand each other. They crack a magic fortune cookie that causes them to swap bodies for a period of time.
I watched this. Might have watched this.
You probably watched it. Like I think it's very much like meant to be like a feminist movie, because the daughter becomes a fucking girl boss who doesn't take shit from her coworkers or colleagues, and the mom gets to live a second youth. But realistically, an 18-year-old that wakes up the next morning in a 36-year-old's body, or it was like 16 to 36, something like that. Like seriously, you go from fucking pre-wall to post-wall overnight.
Okay, I watched it. I see the title right now. I watched the movie.
Yeah.
The the wall defeats them all. This was definitely a good example of the wall being prevalent. Completely agree with that one. Um, but before we continue, I'm going to be taking a piss. Can you keep the chat entertained, Gray?
I'll do my best. I'll do my
All right,
best.
give me 1 minute.
No, Dax. When the daughter wakes up and the mom's by, her first lines is "I'm old." No, exactly. Like, it's fascinating looking back on some of these old movies and seeing like, what we're spreading now. That shit used to be common sense and accepted. And that's what's really the freakiest about it is like we can see just within a generation how much these ideas are forcibly repressed by all of society as a whole. We're not allowed to think, we're not allowed to say, but this is stuff that used to be common sense and flew under the radar. That's yeah, no, Frost and Grinch. Yeah, no, instant desire to forcibly reincarnate. Let's call it. We
Okay.
like that really would be truly hell because like that's almost 2 decades or probably 2 decades disappeared all at once. I think there was another one that I heard of. I don't really know what the main plot was, but I think it was called 13 going on 30. Where I think a 13-year-old wakes up in a 30-year-old's body the next day.
I am here right now, and I'm about to crack open a cold one, like immediately, because I'm about to go in on this shit right now. This right here is personal to me. So, based on what you're seeing right now, Gray, what's your opinion before we start reading?
Let's see, what do we got? Well, let's be honest. Why would they care?
The rules is definitely a big part of that, of why they care. That's why I'm about to go on the rant.
Yeah, like you can rant, but I look at this, I'm like, look, you take one look at her, she's a whore. The Navy knows she's a whore. She's probably done everybody on board the aircraft carrier twice. But let's be honest, what does it matter? She doesn't need to be combat effective. And this is probably the closest the Navy is going to get to an effective recruitment tactic because all they have to do is show, hey, look, here in the Navy, we have whores. Come to the Navy to sample our whores.
Well, this is in the name of equality, right? Women are strong, independent, don't need a man. The future is female.
Well, when it comes to money, does not give a rat's ass about rhetoric. The Navy is going to, like, if the Navy gave a shit about promoting any sort of equality shit, then they'd have, like, male stripper Magic Mike and whatnot. No, they're letting her do this because it's probably the only way she's even remotely contributing to the Navy.
I see what you're saying, but this isn't my only point. This woman right here, you know what? Let's get to it right now. Fuck it. So, Sailor says the Navy doesn't care. She is raking in thousands while dancing at night. A U.S. Navy sailor is reminding us why service members and TikTok don't always mix, and raising questions as to just how low the bar has come down when it comes to what it is, and it isn't acceptable in uniform. Jaden Ortiz, who currently serves in the American Navy, has a pretty active TikTok following of 291,500 fans and 26,400 Instagram followers. Ortiz reportedly pulls double duty after hours, trading in her camis and workspace for more racy attire and a pole. Moonlighting as a stripper, Ortiz has drawn adoration and loads of extra cash of various clubs, but has also drawn criticism from people who are shocked that she has not run afoul of the Uniform Code of Military Justice. This is why I'm about to go on a rant. Article 15 on the way, one user said on a video where Ortiz, I'm assuming, graded her hind end while in uniform. Think I would have gotten one by now, Ortiz replied. See, the fact that she replied, that's where. Let's wait till the end. Ortiz claimed that her command didn't have a problem with the side gig, nor do they seemingly have a problem with her performing seductive TikToks while in uniform. My unit is very supportive and applauds me for getting my bag. The fact that y'all are mad is embarrassing, lol. Ortiz replies to her critics. I think, yeah, that's pretty much it. What is your what is your reply, Gray?
Well, I'm sure that her what was it? Squad, platoon, unit. I'm sure that her unit is very thankful for her service.
I see what you're saying, but are you able to elaborate before I go on my rant?
Again, she's a whore. She's a whore in the military, on the military payroll, like attracting a whole bunch of followers and thirsty simps. Like, so like, that's the thing. That's the thing. Like, I am beyond giving a shit whether the fucking military has anyone remotely competent. I do not have any fucking respect for the military institution in the slightest. And so far as I'm concerned, the more that this stuff gets out, the more that the average person, the more that the fucking blue pill normie support our troops. But that's the thing. Like, I'd go to everyone saying fucking support the troops and fucking say, all right, donate to her OnlyFans. Donate to her fucking strip shows. You want to support the troops? Give this whore money. Is that supporting the troops?
Like, don't get me wrong. I respect what you're saying, but unfortunately, I have close ties with military service, so I have a different spin on this situation.
I get that, and I respect that. I'm very much in full burn it down mode right now. So,
I don't blame you whatsoever. I don't blame you at all. But when it comes to this, and once again, Chad, this is 2023. This is 2023. Not once I've ever heard, and once again, I work with male and female soldiers. Not once I've ever heard of this type of situation being approved. And I know that if you don't let your chain of command know about your occupation outside of the military, that is a violation of the Uniform Code of Military whatever, UCMJ. I'm sure you guys know about what UCMJ is. If you don't, look it up. She told her unit that, hey, I'm gonna strip off all my clothes for a living. And this unit says, hey, okay, it's cool. Go ahead and do it. In my opinion, the unit failed that female soldier, in my opinion. Because at the end of the day, there are so many things that could be a risk for this female soldier working in that industry. Before I continue, Gray, do you have a response to what I just said?
Let's see. The going out to clubs and being a stripper for them. Riskier, yes. But here, wait. Is the unit supposed to be anything but supportive in the modern day?
In the modern day, I would say they shouldn't be, but they are about the well, at least when it comes to women soldiers.
Like, so far as I can see, they're in between a rock and a hard place because if they do the right thing, there is a decent chance that they will get absolutely fucking screwed. They may lose their jobs, their careers, their pensions for harassing a female soldier for daring to criticize her profession.
You know what? Since you brought that up, yes, there is a huge issue when it comes to, if any veterans in the chat, let me know. Let me know if you're a veteran because I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. There's a shit ton of sharp complaints that it's not even true, but a lot of female soldiers, they love to use sharp to their advantage in order to put a bad light on a male soldier, similar to false allegations of rape.
So, like, that's the thing. I can't really fault the unit because the unit has probably seen what happens to soldiers that are even remotely critical of a female doing anything.
So, are you saying at this point the chain of command is, how you say, too, not, I want to say afraid, but they're not willing to give up their position of providing for their family for this random situation?
Yeah, like they do not give a fuck about like this woman. They don't give a fuck about the military integrity. Because here's the thing: if she goes out and gets into a nasty fucking situation and gets all fucked up, they're not responsible. Because she did that out on her own time.
Hey, G-Man, that's when I joined the military.
So
once again, I sacrificed 6 years of my life. So the fact that you said that 2014 was bad, imagine that I went all the way up until 2020, where the icky flu started to roam around. But Gray, I definitely agree with what you said. I agree with what you're saying. I can't dispute that.
I just see this as corruption and failing all the way to the top. Like it goes right up to the highest levels because this is public at the highest levels right now. Like there is no way that the highest levels of the military don't know that the Navy, they know that they have a whore in their ranks who strips and probably does a whole bunch of other shit. She does sexual favors for money and she's on their payroll and she's in their squad. They know about this.
Okay.
They know about this, and she is still a part of the military, still a part of the Navy. So that means
say the company to battalion. Nobody wants to talk about that. So company is literally the smallest unit that you can talk about when it comes to the army. Company is a bunch of nobodies, but you go to battalion. Also, I believe nobody really wants to talk about. But once you get to brigade and more, that's when there's more eyes on that unit. I just teach you guys some good shit. So yeah.
I just look at it as the highest levels of the Navy endorse this because she's not facing any reprimand. She's not being criticized. And this is public all the way to the top. So if the top Navy brass endorse this, then why should anyone lower than that risk receiving some ire and speaking out against it?
I agree because let's say hypothetically there was a male soldier that wants to do some male stripping, he will be canceled to the fucking moon. He'll be canceled to oblivion.
Well, depending on who he's stripping for.
Okay, I see what you're saying. If he wants to, say that he's part of the
Rainbow
alphabet
Mafia
community, yeah, I agree with that. There's a hold up. He says, nope, that's not you. Okay. He says, got trouble tactical. He says, like I said, Gray, UCMJ doesn't apply to women unless it's convenient. Yes, unless the female soldier does something atrocious to the point where they can't ignore it, they will ignore it. What do you have to say about that, Gray?
Yeah, absolutely. Like there would have to be massive public outcry. Yeah, maybe right. Until women don't like what she's doing, she's going to be able to do it.
Agreed, because I dealt with it myself. I'm going to tell you guys a story. There's a woman that was fainting mental health illness. You know what I'm talking about, Gray, right?
Like fake, like pretending to have it to get out of deployments and shit.
Yes. And once again, she got way too drunk one day on a Saturday night, and his squad and the squad leader went over there to make sure that she was okay. Unfortunately, she had no pants on. She only had her panties. But he went over there to make sure that she was good, and she was with some random dude. And once again, the dude was not a soldier, it was just some random guy. Her squad leader went over there to say, hey, like, what's going on here? What's going on? Like, there's some crazy shit that's going on. She went into the bathroom and locked the door, and nobody was able to get into the bathroom because she was going on her mental breakdown or whatever she wants to say it. But the man that was with her, he was like, "Oh, it's not my problem. I don't know why she was freaking out. This is your jurisdiction. Don't worry about me. I'm just going to leave." So just because of that situation, the squad leader, right? The squad leader, he was had to deal with the Sharp situation. What I mean by Sharp, he was accused of sexual harassment. His career was fucked at the moment. His career was fucked just because of allegations alone. Allegations alone. He's doing good now, don't get me wrong. He's doing phenomenal in the army at the moment. But back then, just because of a woman's word, the entire chain of command was against this person that was trying to make sure that his soldier was safe.
How long
He
before how long before the
what's up?
military becomes the latest gym and it's just going to be like, look, if the local whore, if the unit whore doesn't come home tonight, whatever. She could be dead in an alleyway, but I ain't risking my career to find out.
Yeah, at that point, it is what it is. That soldier was able to leave off of mental health issues. The female soldier, so she was able to write off the benefits of the military, even though she never been to combat. She never went through a traumatic experience in the military that I know of. Yet she was able to get what was it called, 70%. I think 70% is like 1,600 $600 a month when it comes to the VA, the Veteran Affairs Hospital. In my, I don't think she has a. In my opinion, I don't think she has a mental health issue. She just took advantage of the system. And would I blame her for taking advantage of the system for being an attractive female? Not really. I would really blame her.
No, you blame the system for allowing that shit to happen in the first place.
Exactly. I completely agree with what you said. Because, once again, if you're an ugly female or if you're a male overall, you're going to have a way more difficult time with the VA compared to an attractive female. I've seen that countless times. But once again, chat, the person that I'm talking about literally ruined. I wouldn't say ruined, but I would say she temporarily ruined a soldier's life because of her allegations alone. That was not true whatsoever. Imagine what the average men had to deal with on a daily basis. Would you agree, Gray?
Yeah, that's why I just don't bother with them. Don't bother with them. Don't mess with them. They don't have. I seriously ask this question. These days, what can a woman provide that you cannot get easier elsewhere and for cheaper aside from a child?
Nothing. Like, as a man, if you make enough money, you can definitely outsource all the things that women were expected to do in the traditional days.
I mean, shit, you don't even need to make that much money. Like make you sandwiches. We got fucking fast food places for that. There's more than enough places willing to serve you a meal for some cash. Like cleaning clothes, doing dishes, we have machines to do that.
I don't blame you, man, but hey, uh I have to get to these super chats. PR sent another generous donation. He says, first time on Cash App, getting shit figured out. Hey, the fact that you're able to donate to me, I think you figured it out. I completely appreciate your donation. And also, I'm not going to say your name. It says, busting my Cash App hymen for Yeetus. What the fuck? What the fuck? That is so weird. Well, hey, the fact that you able to donate whatsoever, once again, you and can't even fucking you and PR, I greatly appreciate that you believe that my content is worthy of your donation. And before I continue, if you want to donate, there's a link on top of the chat, Cash App /Sir Any donation is greatly appreciated if you believe that my content is worthy of your investment. Thank you very much. Gray, what is your final thoughts on this one? What's your overall thoughts?
No, I think I'm going to keep with the theme here. I'm glad this is showing up. I want more of it. I want the primary news military to be what the whores are up to.
Why do you want more of it?
Because I want to shove it in all the boomers' faces. I want to shove it in every one of those fucking tradcon, neocon, rhino, pro-war fucking cucks. Be like, this is your military. Support the troops. Pay your whores. You are defended by whores. Every man of substance has fucked off.
So if you're a young man, right? If you're 17 years old and you're looking to, I don't know, get any type of occupation, would you agree to this or would you deny?
Like,
When it comes to the military, my bad.
like agree to join in the military?
Oh. Yeah, when it comes to joining the military.
Yeah, no, I am not joining the military because, like, there's not much hope. Like, really, like, you're gonna be walking. It's a government institution, so you're gonna be walking on eggshells, trying to keep up with the latest. Like, I'm Canadian. Like, you think your military is bad? Think of the Canadian military, led by fucking Trudeau. Okay.
Yeah.
So there's that element to it. So best case scenario, I have to stick around a whole bunch of people who I'll fucking despise, and every day will just be me struggling like, no, not today. Not today. Wait for the terrorists to get them. It doesn't have to be your bullet. Like, and that's kind of one of the best case scenarios. Next worst case scenario is I'm just straight up shot by somebody. Probably an enemy, maybe. Or maybe the woman behind me just didn't understand what the fuck trigger discipline is. So that's an option. Third worst would be I get shot and the only person to evac me is a woman. So instead I have to lie in the middle of nowhere bleeding out while she cries in the corner.
Well,
or D, I get a fucking dishonorable discharge because she fucking shoved her ass in my face and decided to make it a TikTok.
That's a discharge for a woman putting her ass in your face
and putting it on TikTok, probably.
But the Great Ghost, there is a lot of games on sale that could be co-op if you're down. I can send you the video game because it says that if I send this game to another person, they'll play it for free. What about that?
Yeah, I'm down. Just
I knew you wouldn't reject free.
Well, shit, if it's not that expensive, I'd probably shell out for it. My budget right now is not money so much as it is time.
Sir Eudes is really starting to speak slowly. It must be feeling good. Yes, I am feeling good in the neighborhood. I am definitely going to be lost in the sauce very soon. But Great Ghost, what is your overall thoughts on today's stream? Like, well, what do you want to say?
I guess just closing thoughts. the fact that this shit is getting out there and they're getting more bold, I hope that this news spreads even further and that everyone, like every female here, gets their wish. Because we know the fastest way to ruin a woman's life is to give her everything she wants.
I agree, because even when you do, they're never satisfied.
Yeah, so let's crack down on online misogyny. Like, let's fucking make it so that websites get taken down and given massive fines for women getting upset on them. Let's make it so that every woman in the military is a fucking stripper and is raking in all sorts of fucking simp bucks. Let's have it so that women are unapologetically violent towards men and that men can no longer deny that women are not fucking kind, wonderful angels who have their best interests at heart.
They're the caring and nurture gender and shit, right? They believe that all women, they always love their kids. They definitely will do whatever it takes to make sure that their kids will reach adulthood. In my opinion, a lot of this bullshit.
It is. But, you know, the only way that the judges who do this are going to get punished is if the women feel unafraid to inflict violence upon them.
That is I agree with that one whatsoever. But hey, are you good to go when it comes to this subject?
Yeah, I'm good. Got doing a bunch of AI experiments, so gotta hop on that.
I'm good as well. Hey, it's your boy Shorty Yidis at the Great Ghost. Thank you everybody that participated here. There's maximum engagement in the chat once again. Also, thank you everybody that decided to donate, because believe it or not, I am definitely working with somebody that's going to change my channel for the better. I am very excited about that, but I couldn't do it without you guys. At the end of the day, I'm here to tell you the truth, nothing more. We are out. Peace.
Peace out.